That is a lot of garden waste. Look at that. Can you see it? So it's the end of January and we thought it's a good time to start with our garden to make it ready for late spring and summer. And we're starting with taking down this arch which got an overgrown tree over it and it's collapsing that way. So we're just going to cut the tree because it's sort of in the way of the path anyway, and put the arch right here, just behind the gate.
It's going to fall on me, to be honest.
Well, I'll help you hold it.
No, I don't need to help me. It probably won't come down today anyway. It's a hell of a job.
Just giving an update. Oh, the whole tree's done.
Wow.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to assemble it because it's all in bits.
It wasn't really put together properly. The tree was basically holding it together.
Oh my goodness. This is day 2 with a big gap in between of gardening, and we took down everything. It looks so different. That is a lot of garden waste. Trimming everything down, we actually discovered something really cool. Look at that. Can you see it? 1, 6, 3, and I think it's 1. So 1631.
That was the year it was built, maybe.
Perhaps because I think we know, we have to check, but I think the house was built 1626, 25, 26. So this wall to set up the end of the gardens was then built in 1631. After a careful inspection, we actually realized that these have definitely been put quite recently, because you can see the color of kind of cement. I don't even know if it is cement here at the bottom of the wall is way different and older looking than this. You can literally see the difference. So this part, so the top of the wall, has been, there you can see the difference, has been renewed, restored. It could be 50 years ago, it could be as recent as 20 years ago, no one knows, but these have definitely been put in the new part. But also we discovered little treasures, like this bottom of a bottle, put into the restored bit of the wall.
Over the autumn and winter months, I've been searching for garden inspiration. In the end, a vibrant and gentle cottagecore garden won my heart, and I really hope that our garden will start looking like that in the next few months.
Getting there. A few sunny days, and we're having our first meal in the garden. Just trying to tidy it all up. It's such a mess at the moment. Hopefully it won't take long to tidy. We already started digging up all these stones, which we're gonna remove and put turf on most of it. And then we have to get rid of all the garden waste. And I just wanted to show you something. Another thing we discovered is this beautiful stone planter pot. I'll take it out and we'll have a look what sort of state it's in. I can already see some chipped bits, but hopefully it's in a good state so we can keep it and ornament the garden. And here it is. It's very pretty. I love it. You can see a few cracks and someone glued it together. That doesn't really matter. Add it to the quirkiness of it. That can be the back of it. Looks like silicone. Oh. But here you go. Very, very pretty. So we're carrying on with the garden, and our next stage is to pull out all the stones and sort them out. Some of them, the big ones, will be used for the path, and the smaller ones here will be used for the flower beds borders. Where am I going to put them?
Show me strolling here. This one.
So one of the plans for today is de-weeding all this section and boarding a little flower bed here up until that border there, and it's loads of weeds. I know that's quite pretty. There's loads of weeds, so I basically can take pretty much everything out. Apart from that, I think they sell bluebells. There's loads of fruits like that going through the whole flower bed and underneath the stones actually when we pull them out. So here they are. Some sort of wheat, which we don't want. Have a look at this roots. There's so much of it, look at it. I'm just trying to pull out as much as I can, but I don't think I'll never get rid of that many roots, and they're gonna keep sprouting.
It was finally time to lay the path down. We reused the stones which were already in the garden to create a rustic little path. The stones were very heavy and the ground was quite uneven, so it did take us some time to figure out how to make it work.
I think we're gonna call it a day because we've done so much and it's already 5 o'clock in the evening. It's been a very productive day in the garden. Probably the longest one for Thomas to be out as well, because I've been out all this week as well. But we've moved all the stones, done a sort of path. We'll have to flatten out the surface before we put the turf in. And that's my work. Not a lot, but I've been digging out all the roots, all these nasty roots out, and I'd like to hope that I've dug most of them out from this area, and it's just a tiny bit there to go, and then all that as well at some point this week. But we've done well today, very well. It's shaping out, even though it looks quite ugly right now. You can already see that it's got a lot of potential, and so I'll see you next time. For now, it's looking like this. And here's our path taking shape. Still have to level it, but it's definitely taking shape. It looks so nice with the grass. These plants, they're all bulb plants, bulb flowers. I don't know what they are, bluebells, spring flowers, and we just saved them from the various parts of the garden, and I hope they're gonna grow. I've got a feeling some of them are gonna die and not gonna grow, especially on that side there. They look a bit pitiful. But that's a start to our flower beds. This year is going to be very experimental flower beds because I've never done gardening or growing flowers and done pretty flower beds. So it's just going to be one big experiment and how it's going to look like. I'd love it to look really good this year, but I don't know if it will look very beautiful and as pretty as I'd like it to be. So a little overview of midday, another day of gardening. We have the turf arriving tomorrow. All this is going to be green tomorrow. Can't wait to see how it looks like. I've done this flower bed, I just need to border it. And then this portion will be turf as well, and a bench, because it's a prime spot for all the sun coming in. It would be so nice to see in between the flower beds, and it's going to be, that portion is going to be flower bed again. And then hopefully today we're going to do this flower bed as well, border it up so we know where to lay the turf. So yeah, tomorrow this all's gonna look so different. So I've tried these stones for the border of the flower bed. I think this small smooth pebbles look much better. What do you guys think? Stones or pebbles? Calling it another day, and here's what we've done today. Did the flower bed, bordered it, saved loads of flowers. Then bordered the place where the bench is gonna go, so the bench goes there, and then we've got a flower bed there and a flower bed there. And then all around the stones is going to be the lawn, which is arriving tomorrow. And all there is going to be lawn, apart from it's going to be a small flower bed there for the ferns, because that's where the sun doesn't get in that corner of the garden. So there's going to be ferns, and then water feature, like a waterfall, and a little pond there, and a little flower bed around that as well. Yeah, it's coming along. So today's the big day where all this is going to be very green and lovely. So far today we've done this border, and I compacted it so it's nice and steady. And that's going to be with water feature, a bed, a flower bed, and then turf all around here and in between the stones. So right now we're just going to do final preparations for the soil. Try and make it as leveled as possible, but we have no idea how to do it. So it's just going to be my new favourite phrase, perfectly imperfect.
This is going to be the most commented on video where we get slammed off for not doing things properly.
But also we don't know, because we've never done this before, so this whole thing is just one big experiment. So yeah, see how we get on.
Laying the turf between the stones was very difficult. It was like putting a jigsaw puzzle together with the leftover turf strips. To make matters even worse, we were rapidly losing the light, which made things 10 times harder.
So it's the next day of us putting the lawn down, and we figured out the hosepipe. Yesterday, literally, it was so dark when we finished up, and we watered it, but it was leaking everywhere, wasn't it? we didn't have time and light to figure out properly how to fit the hosepipe. But now it's working properly. No.
Yeah, I need a bit more pressure to go over there. Otherwise it's not going to go.
Just be gentle.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. It's
'Cause
fine.
it's
It needs loads of water, don't worry.
Yeah, I know, but that water can press it down too much.
No, it won't.
It has to be gentle spray. So here we are, watering the lawn. At the moment, it looks so kind of neat and mini golfy, and you can actually see the seams. Oh, horrible. But hopefully it'll pick it up. It'll pick up and grow very wild. And we'll plant some daisies as well in between. So it's quite cottagecore and wild, rather than a mini golf sort of patch. We'll keep you updated.
Next time, you'll see our garden come to life. We planted some herbs and began to dig out a pond. We'll see you over there on the next video soon. Bye for now.